DJR Motherland sounds getting your brain straight like that. And it is another edition of the morning show, Current Events, where we bring you all the current events live. And all of the things, if that's what's happening. All right. So, it's all in the news. It's the major topic. How and why are these illegals able to come over like this? Never in the history of America has this been allowed. You can check the numbers. How is it that 12,000 people were able to enter the country in one day? In one day. How are they able to line up in single file lines and be processed into the country illegally? No documentation, no passport, no nothing. They're able to cut the fence and come into the country with no recourse. Can you cut the fence to any business in America? Can you cut down their fence and go into their business or go into their property? And they welcome you in and they process you in. Oh, hey, you cut the fence down. Hey, come on in. When has that ever been allowed? Never. It's never been allowed. Not now. Not then. Yet. They are doing it. They are doing it. Bringing nothing but corruption. They're bringing nothing but corruption when they come. You come here illegally, no passport, no documentation, no ID, no passport, no documentation. You're bringing nothing at all. Do you know how hard it is to be able to do anything in this country coming here with nothing? Illegal like that? You can't get a driver's license. You can't get documentation to work. You can't get a bank account. Nothing, because you're illegal. You have no social security number. Nothing. But you know what they're doing? Corruption. They're buying it. They are purchasing it. They are buying it on the black, white, green, yellow market, whatever you call it. They are buying these fake documentations, bringing the same corruption that they left. They're bringing it to the U.S. These people that are coming from south of the border, you should see how they treat their own people. They're literally packing their people in tractor trailers and bringing them over. Unsafe. Absolutely unsafe. Unsanitary, unconscionable conditions, pure corruption. That's what they're escaping. But you think they would leave that behind? No, they're bringing the same corruption. My suggestion to you, since they feel like they're going to replace the American voter, because even if they brought these mass numbers of illegal migrants into the country, it'll take them years. If you look at the stories of people who have come here legally, how long it took them to become citizen, we're talking about years upon years before they became citizens in this country. They're trying to make these people citizens, and some of them with their buying of illegal documentation overnight. You know what you do? You see any business that employs these people, these illegal migrants, and you don't do business with them. You see places that hire the services of these illegal migrants, and you don't hire the services of them. And this is what you do to combat this. You have to vote with your dollar. It makes absolutely no sense. America has standards. Before you can become a plumber, electrician, anything you do in this country, there are rules, regulations, and safety standards that people have to adhere to, right? Because of this, to make a safety and they call industry standard, so that everyone, not only the people that you work with are safe, but the people that you provide the services are safe. The countries that these people come from, they may know how to do it, but they don't know how to do it safely in a regulated form. There's on TikTok, on Instagram, there is a video of a gas tanker driving and veers to the left. Unsafe maneuver. Who knows what happened that caused it? Who knows if it was a regular citizen or an illegal migrant? Yet that tanker crashed into the median and blew up. But we do know there has been many accidents, tractor trailer accidents in the past, where an illegal migrant, some corrupt person, purchased their CDL license instead of going through the proper training of becoming a CDL operator, a Class A CDL operator. They just bought the license, jumped behind a truck, and got on the road with you and your loved ones, not knowing how to operate this heavy equipment, which is carrying in thousands upon thousands of tons of not only material, but cars, tankers, liquid, hazardous materials. If you care about your safety, the safety of the country, and pushing the country forward in the right way, you will not patronize these businesses. How is it possible that the same thing is happening in Europe? The exact same thing is happening in Europe. And what's crazy, these people come in the country and they are funding them trying to fly back to their own country for the holidays. They say cartels. There is no cartels. These are just the regular farmers exploiting the regular people, doing the same thing. American government posing a question to you, the viewer. Would the American government let anyone control their border? A bunch of illegal migrants control their border? Would the American government allow that? It's just a question. You answer it for yourself. They are trying to fly back to their country for the holidays. They are paying $10,000, $15,000 to get into the U.S. Where do you get this money? There's Americans in this country right now that don't have, they say they report of a high number of Americans that don't have $1,000 in savings. Where do you get a foreigner get $15,000? They have the money, $15,000 to go ahead and to be able to have this kind of money to get into the country legally. And if you had that money, why wouldn't you fly? Why? Because when they come in here undocumented, they get all type of resources. They get free health care, free food, free things, all free phone, all the while being illegal and then trying to fly back to their own country with that money. This is corruption. This is absolute corruption. You understand? And America is being played for a fool from some of these politicians, and the taxpayers are picking up the bill. There's people who've been working since 16 years old, working and paying their taxes, because these people have not put anything into the pot, and they are getting money at this time, like they've been here for years. This is corruption.